Hello everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Allagash County. This is my new city Skylines build. This first episode is going to consist of two small builds. One of them is a highway overpass and exit, as well as a water treatment facility for the city. Now I do want to start off by saying you are going to notice a lack of trees on the map to begin with. When I created this map, I purposely left the trees off as a way to maybe save my frame rates just a little bit. So as we build, I will be adding the trees in to the specific areas. So if you see there's moments where I zoom out on the map and there's like little spots of trees, or you know, a big giant empty field with no trees, that's why. It's just to save the performance of the game just a little bit. But trust me, when it's all finished, there will be plenty of trees to go around. So with that being said, I do want to talk about a few things here while this little overpass build is going. The way I'm doing these videos, now of course this one I know it took, oh gosh, it's probably 2 weeks since the little trailer video I did. I've got a lot going on right now, so it's been hard to get these videos out consistently, but I am shooting for releasing a video every Saturday going forward. So you'll be looking at this video, it will be, should be Saturday the 15th of April is when it's going to be released. And then every Saturday going forward, you should see another video for it being posted. Now, there are a few things that I am going to do on live stream, and those live streams may be throughout the week. I'll update my Twitter with a Twitter post letting you know. What I'm going to be doing on live stream is probably a lot of the residential work. This map is going to have a lot of residential work and neighborhoods that need to be done. The region that I'm basing this map off of has a lot of suburban residential area. And while that doesn't require a lot of detail, it requires a lot of road work and a lot of just house placing. I'm going to be placing a lot of the houses manually. So I'm going to have to place the house and then make sure that, you know, it doesn't level up and things like that. And that's going to be very time consuming and probably quite boring for a video. So I'm probably going to do that on live stream. That way it'll give you guys a chance to stop by and, you know, hang out and chit chat, things like that. So definitely look forward to that coming up here in the next week or so. So yeah, that's going to be the schedule for it. Again, every Saturday, just look for the notification there, and you'll see that the videos are posted for it. Now, the next thing I want to hit on here, I've been talking to a lot of people, you know, in the comments, or some of you have hit me up on Steam, you know, with just comments about, you know, building in the game and designing and things like that, and doing detail work. And a recurring theme that I've heard just between that and just, you know, reading Reddit posts and things in general is a lot of people, I don't want to call it a lack of confidence. Maybe they just feel like they're not good at it. Well, there's really one thing that I have to say to that is the only excuse not to try to be good at it is if your computer can't handle the game. Now, I don't mean that in a like in a mean way or anything like that. What I'm saying is, you may not think it looks good, but somebody else might, you know, or maybe it does look good. You're just too hard of a critic on yourself. So what I mean is, if you're into designing and building and, you know, detailing these maps, do it, share it. You know, I have my Twitter. If you built something and you want to show it off, you know, tweet me. That's the best way to do it. I'll definitely take a look at it. The whole purpose of me doing these videos, as well as anybody else who does them, I know the whole reason, you know, Strict Toaster does it, or the whole reason that Flux does his videos, or anybody else who does their videos, is not only do they enjoy playing the game, they want to inspire other people to build. And that's kind of what I want to do with my videos as well, is I want you to watch this video, and I want you to kind of take away something from it, or I want you to maybe learn a way of designing that maybe you haven't done before, or something like that. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be not editing a lot of these videos, so you're going to get to see the trial and error process. You know, when we do these builds, it's not perfect the first time around all the time. You know, there's a lot of item placing and asset placing and deleting and moving, and that's all part of it. So when you go into your build, don't expect to have it perfect the first time. You might build something completely and delete it. On this map, for instance, I built the entire highway system, and I hated it, and I went back and I deleted it. I worked on a bridge for about 2 hours and wasn't pleased with it, and went back and deleted it and started all over. So it's not perfect the first time around. We'll just say that. I think that's the best way to say it. So don't be afraid to just dive right in and start building. You know, it takes practice. It does take a lot of practice. But you're not going to get better at it if you don't practice. So get in there, start playing, do your building, share it on Twitter, share it with me on Twitter. You know, I'll definitely look at it. If you have any questions, I'll address them. I'll let you know what I think. There's some people who post comments on my videos saying, hey, can you take a look at this? Yes, I'll do it. Because if you're going to play this game, you know, you need to enjoy doing it, and don't be so hard on yourselves. If you're concerned about your computer not being able to handle all the assets or all the mods, you know, start out small. There's, you know, I'd say 2 or 3 mods that you need to really have to get started with. You know, I would get the Move It tool. I would get more beautification. And what else would I get? I'd get like the terrain tool as well. Maybe just those 3 to start off with. And then, you know, a few assets. Just get a few assets for what you're wanting to build at the time. So let's say if you're working on an industrial area, just start off with getting a few of the shipping container assets. Don't go crazy and get, you know, every single thing that Avanya has on the workshop. I mean, yeah, that's going to bog your system down. Don't do that. Just go through and select a few pieces that you want and start off with that. Now, if you've got a, you know, a supercomputer, then yeah, get everything. Do what you can do. You know your limits. Anyway, I've rambled on about that. It's something that's been bugging me recently. How people have been saying that they just say that they can't do this or they can't do that, when honestly that's completely wrong. Yes, you can do it. You just have to try and practice and get better at it. If you look back at anybody who's been building these cities, if you look at our very first city, you can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be one of the worst things you've ever seen. I can't speak for anybody else, but for sure, but I know my first city was oh lord, it was a nightmare. I don't even think it's I think I might still have the save, so maybe we'll take a look at that sometime. But it was something awful. Anyway, enough of that. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of the build here. I do hope you enjoy it. Also, the music choice. I decided to go with nice, smooth jazz for this series. Something kind of relaxing and not too upbeat, but I think it's pretty cool. I like the change. It's something that I would like listening to if I was watching it, so that's what I base my music choices off of here. So let me know if you like it down in the comments below. And yeah, don't forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Take a picture of what you're building. Take a screenshot. Send it to me on Twitter. I want to see it. Alright, so enough of my jibber jabbering here. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys listen to this awesome music, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you later.